Good morning, you scrumptious little crumpet. Just a quick reminder, you're not here to blend in or dim your light. Nope, you're the one who walks into a room and makes the whole damn place brighter. People notice your energy. It's magnetic, and you're unstoppable. So plaster on that smile, lift your head high, and own this day like the superstar you are. Now, go ahead and send this to someone who also needs to be reminded of their awesomeness. Let's spread some good vibes today. Good morning, you...
Rip, if you figured out how to...
Good morning, you scrumptious little crumpet.
There's your good morning wake-up call. Should say afternoon. We're making things happen. Smashing in electrical panels, installing lighting, and using FSD to make it happen. And it's costing us 3 cents a mile. So fantastic. So we're using FSD version 13.2.7, and we've done our supply run for the day, loaded up the Tesla with stuff from the electrical supply house. So that's a competitive advantage when you have an EV, is running around, it's costing us 3-4 cents a mile. I mean, once you add insurance and everything, it's more expensive. But if we were running a gas car, we'd be closer to 12 to 15 cents a mile for gasoline. In a similar sized vehicle, I think it works out to like 15 cents a mile is actually the fuel. Maybe more. Oh, it's right now it's around $5 a gallon, and you're gonna make it like 30 miles. Versus, we can look right here. Okay, we're good on that. We're running 265 watt mile, or 233 watt mile right now. Current drive since charge, so average. Right now we're going downhill, so not that bad. But that at 8 cents a kilowatt hour off-peak charging, 9 cents a kilowatt hour off-peak charging, you can do the math. So it's 265 kilowatt hour mile, or basically like 265 watts to go a mile. So that's like running a 100 watt light bulb for 2.6 hours. So now you take but that's God, that's nothing. So I mean, you're sub 3 cents right now. God, why can't I do math? Let's say it's 250 quarter, so 25% of 8 cents. That's 2 cents. Not bad. If you're able to get off-peak charging. So FSD, I'm going to the same place in Kirkland I normally do, because let's see. Usually we take the roundabout and turn left onto Totem Lake Boulevard and then right on Northeast 128th Street. FSD decided to take the earlier left turn, and now we're going to turn right on Northeast 28th Street. That's the same. So up ahead, okay, FSD is also getting into this lane, but the question will be, well, okay, perfect. So normally we're going to turn left where that Hyundai is, but we oversteer here and get into this left turn only lane, to which the only option is now to get on the freeway into the toll lane. So that costs in the morning like 75 cents or $2 to use the toll lane. But okay, so when you use Northeast 128th Street, it did fine. Now I guess the question is, why didn't it continue down 132nd, take the roundabout, go this way, and then always screw this up? Was this a mapping correction? So let's say overnight or whatever, you know, FSD has been working on this internally and goes, maybe the solution to all the interventions here is to remap. I don't know if it's that smart, or that's the way it works around a constant thing, because I can't be the only Tesla that is creating interventions on this flyover right here. So you're probably generating, you know, hundreds of interventions a day in this one little spot. And they've got that magic sauce in the Cortex. I love it, eating lunch on the barrier. Okay, I don't know if this was going to be a good move, because I don't want to catch the yellow. And both of these lanes you can get on the freeway, so it's piling up on the not as advantageous queuing, and really it's a waste of roadway because this light could more efficiently handle more cars. Should have intervened and got out of there. I did learn from Grok. Bug report. FSD autopilot. Oh, error occurred. Bug report. FSD in our scenario right now. Piled into the right queue side. I don't know how this works. Okay. That cancels it. Bug report. FSD. Yes, that can. Bug report. FSD. Error occurred. We need Grok. Bug report. FSD. 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 Okay. I've seen people do this on YouTube too. They file the bug report. Now we have to cancel it. Bug report. FSD. Error occurred. Bug report. FSD. FSD got in the right queue. Okay, I guess Grok was wrong when it said if you don't want to intervene but you still want to give it a feedback, hit this button and file a bug report. But it either errors out or it just says bug report, but I can't give it any context of what the bug is. This is just a minor queuing problem. When you have two lanes that enter the freeway and lots of cars are piled on the one side, you can take the left side like a human, or in this case much like unlike humans, because on the last, I wonder if there's a way to expand this. No, but on the last go around you get a lot of cars piled on the right but no cars piled on the left. This time go around people properly the 50-50 piled up on the queue, and that's going to be far more efficient for the intersection and clearing all of the cars. Looks like someone by default has put more of a minimal lane change into this current version of FSD, because FSD can clearly see the lanes to our left are traveling at or above the speed limit, but the right lane isn't, but we have only one exit to go. So, but normally, even though it's one exit, it's quite a distance, a little over a mile and a half or whatever to get to here, but it didn't change the lane. It just kept steady as she go, Captain. Decided it wasn't worth the time savings or the hassle, really. But I can always toggle this over to hurry, but anyway. Oh my God, this car is like duct taped together. And yes, it is duct tape, not duck tape. And even that is it was originally used to seal ammo cans for the military, which much in turns is much like ductwork. Turns out it was a terrible tape to apply to ductwork itself because it got dry over decades, and nobody in the HVAC industry actually uses duct tape. I mean, we do for taping up line sets and stuff, but we actually use metal foil tape, which is a lot better, or metal mastic tape, and then or you just pookie over it. And pookie is a trade name for mastic, mainly used on the West Coast. So fun fact, if you're on the West Coast, you use the term pookie. If you're on the East Coast, you use the term duct butter. So when you have your duct work and there's the seams and the joints, on the East Coast, the guy's like, get me a few of those duct butter buckets. And when you're on the West Coast, it's give me the buckets of pookie. And what's funny is in Washington State, they don't even sell pookie. You can't buy it. None of the supply houses carry it. But a little bit further south, there is a brand of mastic, and it's called pookie. At least I think there is. But there's no one that has a product actually called it duct butter. But it makes sense. It's kind of like butter you spread on ductwork. It's essentially tar for ductwork, but it works really well to seal the ducts from air seepage. And fun fact, you're actually preventing air from getting into the ductwork in most cases. So as air rushes by a lot of the joints, it creates a venturi, and it's sucking in the air from your crawl space or your attic. It's more important to seal your ductwork in the unconditioned spaces, especially in attic, if you can, in attics and crawl spaces. When you get into the house or you're in an unconditioned basement, it's not as big of a deal. Like a lot of times people have unconditioned basements and they're just a laundry room and storage, but they just never finish the ceilings and the ductwork. I don't view that as big of a deal for the homeowner, or to even to look at sealing, because you're just pulling air from there, but it is nice to do. But if it's in the crawl space or attic, it's definitely a good thing to look at, is getting to all the joints and applying new tape or applying tape and duct butter or Pookie. Mastic. Alright, I handled the looked to be a survey crew pretty well. Gave them a little bit of a wider berth, slowed down,